Hey, good evening. This is Doug Stein with PPE here in Chicago, and I am thrilled and fortunate enough to have Dato Darvin Murali here with me today, all the way from Malaysia. Dato is the owner and founder of Prince Premium Plus, and a lot of you know that I have a long-standing relationship, well, long in PPE terms, but I have a long relationship with this gentleman. I think the world of him. I've dealt with a lot of factory owners over the last year or so, and I can tell you by far, and I think after this interview, you'll see that he's just a really transparent, really honest and upfront guy. And so I thought I'd get him here so that he could tell the story, because I think it'd be fascinating to hear the story of someone that started in the PPE business, you know, just 8-9 months ago, and has already grown and gone through all these trials and tribulations to the point where he's a bona fide factory with an amazing product, and we're just moving it into the U.S. as a national brand here. And I just thought it would be interesting. So Dato, thanks so much for spending time.
First of all, I would like to thank you for taking your time to do this interview. All right. Actually, it's a best platform for me to get your public figure anyway. So this is one of my best platforms to reach out to most of them out there, for them to know Prince even better. Right? There's many speculation going on out there, and I think this interview will help everybody to understand us better.
I think what's cool is how you transitioned. A lot of us transitioned into PPE when COVID hit, but you were running a big surveillance and security company that was kind of part of an incubator group with the government. And then you made the pivot into Nitrile Gloves. Can just give us a little background on that?
Actually, GIS have been in the business of surveillance and security system in Malaysia. All right. So my partner, Mr. Sendil Raj, have been heading the company for the past 5 years. All right. So we work closely with the government on building, coming up with new intelligence systems in terms of security. All right, in terms of national securities, we used to work closely with Matrade. Matrade is the body that is responsible to promote Malaysian businesses across the world. So we used to have a good relationship. So during the COVID, as you know, suddenly the PPE market had a huge demand, okay, especially gloves. So most of them started by getting scammed actually. Most of them have put their money around and not getting even a single box of gloves. So then again, they have went to Matrade in their respective country, sourcing for a trusted company in Malaysia where they can help them to source for the gloves. All right, and then Matrade and few embassies in Malaysia started calling us. They know we are not from PPE industry, but they wanted us to just help them to source the gloves.
Right. Okay.
So at first we never take it as a big deal. We have no interest out of it. But when few of the companies that have a close relationship with us into surveillance business called us and said they lost the money and they got scam and all, so we thought, okay, why not? Because we have to save Malaysian name as well, you see. So we don't want the world to think every companies in Malaysia can't be trusted. So and then what we did, okay, fine. And then we told them, fine, and we will help you out of this, okay. We started contacting all the big boys. We started contacting most of the factories, and the same answer we used to get is full capacity. Next, we only can deliver to you 2022, 2021, okay? And then we started going and receiving some ideas that most of the factory has these allocation holders, okay, where they hold allocation out of the factory. And then we thought, okay, maybe this is their business model. Maybe the factory has an allocation holder where we only can buy from the allocation holder, okay? And then somewhere in May, we met few allocation holders, so-called allocation holders. They say they have 500,000 boxes, 1 million boxes. Okay, I don't want to mention which manufacturer it is, okay, because they are not involved actually. People are just using their names. So we started saying to our counterpart or our partners in Europe, and okay, fine, we have found the allocation holders. Okay, you can place your order now, all right, and we can help you to ship the gloves out of Malaysia. Of course, they trusted us and they wired the money. Once they wired the money, and we placed a back-to-back order with the allocation holders, and as normal, they promise you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you get your containers. We paid somewhere early June, up to end of July, there's nothing. And the same story, and end of the day, we realized that this is not going to happen. We went back to them and say, no, you refund back my money. But sad to say, most of them failed to refund. And as a responsible person or company we have to refund our own funds when we are not even involved in the business to our customers.
Do that for
All
sure.
right? And I believe everything happened for a reason. In the 2 months, we saw the demand in the market and the opportunity. If we start something like this, why not we take control out of it, then believing all these allocation holders in the between. And we said, okay, fine. We are going to source for the glove directly from the factory. Okay, no more from allocation holders, directly from the factory. And this time we are not going to go to the big factories. We are going to work with all the small factories. Even though we can ship out 4 to 5 containers a month, it's okay, as long as our customers receive what they paid for. We started by working with small factories, okay? And we started by placing our, doing the test run, getting the gloves, sending for tests, sending to get our certs. In end of September, actually, we came up with the name Prince. And we're going to do this in a small scale, actually. We didn't have this big plan, a small scale. Once we started the journey, we partnered up with few of our partners across to just do marketing. And we had a plan of shipping 15 containers a month. We're supposed to ship starting of end of October. But sad to say again, even though we are directly with the factories, okay, they tend to give you reasons again, all right? And when you place your order earlier, and along the way they get a new order, which is a higher price, okay, they tend to give it to someone else. In November, we decided, no, we can't do this business by depending on another person without having our own production line, okay? And then through the support of the government, we managed to speak to some of the big players to lease lines, okay? So to lease lines, and we had to have a huge amount of capital to prove to them that we are capable of buying the gloves, okay? Because most of the big boys, they don't entertain traders. They want someone who can go long-term with them. Back in November, we started to have our leasing our own lines. But of course, for you to start your own line, it don't take overnight. It takes time, 3 to 4 months. I used to receive calls until today across the world from US, from Europe. They say, I have the money, okay? I give you, you open up 3 or 4 lines for me. You see, in this industry, everybody has to understand it's not money you can produce the gloves. That's why most of them get scammed. Because if you spend millions of dollars, of course we can fabricate or we can build the line. But the most crucial part here is who's going to run the line.
Right.
That is the reason that why we are blessed. We have a team of, we started working with a head hunting company, hunting most of the expertise, most of them who have nothing less than 20 years experience. Along December, January, we started to get small quantities in, okay, from this earlier company that we have placed the order to, okay. But the only issue we had is packing the gloves, okay? Because these small factories, they don't have the capacity to pack or what I would say, automated packing, okay? Because in Malaysia, from started from this pandemic, a lot of company have opened as a packaging company. Means you give them the material, you give them your box, your carton box, they pack for you as a finished goods. So we thought, okay, fine. Since only end of February, our line is going to be ready. So we say, okay, time being, why not we just outsource our packing, and some of it we do it in-house with the limited workforce that we have. But that was the biggest mistake. I can say it's a nightmare. The first 3 containers that reaches to my customers, okay, I got calls and saying that, you know, the gloves are not 100 pieces. Even if 90 over pieces, I could accept it, but some of it is half, some of it 60. Okay, so that part of it, I really got, it's a setback, because for them it's nothing to lose, but for us it's under our box, Prince. Okay, I told my customers, I am not going to send you this kind of glove because I'm here for a long term. Okay, starting from that, we have stopped outsourcing our packaging. End of February, beginning of March onwards, we have been shipping our own finished product from our production lines, our packers, and we are waiting for our automated packing machine to be in end of next month. Of course, to reach US, it take 1 month. I just feel like using a plane or my own plane and sending it to you directly so that you can see the differences here. All right.
Well, I've seen the difference. I mean, I've seen the difference. I've been with you since the beginning, and no matter what the teething issues and the scaling issues and everything, you know, you have, you know, you've trooped right through it. I mean, you still got a smile on your face. You've kind of had the shit knocked out of you, but you continue to get back up again.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have a really good vision, and where you are today from where you came, like, I'm super proud of you. I brag you up all the time, because, you know, you overcame a lot of adversity, and now there's some really good things happening for Prince.
When my first container hit China and hit the Middle East, because they reached there within 9 days, all right? And when I got a call and saying that, Dato, we are so happy with your gloves, you know, it's nice, we are placing more orders. That's what I was waiting for. Right. Okay, our capacity is growing. I mean, April, May. So we are looking at big stuff coming in, and with people like you. To be honest, I think you have more experience in PPE line more than us. So of course,
we shipped about 24, 22 containers, and I know you shipped other customers. So you went from like 6 or 7 to like you scaled up and got it done and stuck to your schedule. And now you have like routines and things, and you just took on a bigger warehouse, and you can have, I think you can do like 12 containers a day now or something, right? Or
exactly, without a problem. Without a problem, we can do 12 containers.
You'll have 6 lines open of your own. You have nitrile capacity or NBR capacity. Compression packing machines. Like, there's some really cool stuff going on.
At the moment, we are producing, our capacity is growing from 1.5 million in April to 3 million in May. Okay. And we are looking at adding more lines. Yeah.
Right.
Pardon?
Boxes, not gloves, right?
Boxes. Yeah. Boxes. So 1.5 million to 3 million in May. And we are blessed that we got our FDA. Okay. Thanks to Mr. Mark, Mr. Jason. And yesterday I got a better news from Asita saying that now Mr. Douglas is working on our 510K.
Yep.
So
for that, we're doing a third-party review, and we should have it between 30 and 45 days from now. So I'm pretty excited.
That's great. We are producing 510K grade gloves. That's for sure. All right. And you can see in all your inspections on that.
It is not required. And it was okay for a little while, but so many bad gloves came into the marketplace that most of the hospitals just went back.
Exactly.
Look, you know, first they said, look, we want a chemo rated glove because that had to go through much more tests and it takes longer. And so we went and got Prince chemo rated. And that
Yes,
was
of
not a
course.
problem because the glove is great. So
Yeah.
now it's chemo rated, but then we still need to get our 510K. So that's happening as well. And we've had some really good reviews and things. But I think the story is what I wanted to share with everyone is, you know, you coming from like nothing in this business and you know, we all think about us getting scammed and take advantage of as buyers and you know, the factories are ripping us off and the brokers are, you know, in third world countries are ripping us off. But like you got
Exactly.
off too. And I mean, you work kind of within and underneath the Malaysian government, and you still got ripped off several times. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I believe to achieve something great in life, we have to go through all these things first. Okay.
Right.
But God grace, we never took 6 years. We only took 6 months to be here.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's where I think we have to put all the past at the debate and move forward. And even the big boys back in 1991, they started with 1 line and 100 staffs. And today they have 1,000 over lines. And I think this team that we have now, and with the group that we are working now, I think we can achieve that. The main hurdle here is the shipment arrangement, where we have to work ahead. I mean, I'm talking this to all the customers that are going to view this video, saying that the product will be ready, everything is smooth. The best thing you have to do is plan your shipment.
Right.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of delays. There's no question. Congestions at the port all over the place are unprecedented. You know, a lot of the ships in Malaysia won't leave when they know that there so much congestion in the US at certain ports that they have to hang
Correct.
you know, with a full staff of 600-700 people on board that they have to feed
Correct.
every day. And so they're holding back a week.
Hello.
And it's just a lot of congestion. I know this is a small thing, Dato, but I come from the restaurant and hotel industry, and you know, we're big into kind of, you know, waiter and waitress uniforms and chef uniforms.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've always really appreciated it because out of all the factories I work with, you guys are always in that cool blue shirt, Prince embroidered on it. You were nice enough to send me one, and but your entire staff works in there, and it's different than a lot of other factories. I mean, really, because pictures, we see some pictures. A lot of them don't even have shoes on, but you know, you guys are all real crisp and professional. I really like that about you guys, and that's obviously from the top. You must instill that on everyone, and I really like that. I admire that. The uniformity of it, the camaraderie of it. It shows that you guys are a team. I love that.
Yes, exactly. In Prince, we believe in there's nobody is boss here. I'm not a boss for anybody. All right. We work as a team. All right. We work as a team. I appreciate from my storekeeper to my lorry driver, all of us wear the same shirt. Okay. Because without them, I don't think so I can deliver to you. Okay. The most important thing is we work as a team, and we believe teamwork makes dreams work. Okay.
Teamwork. I love that. Yeah. I love that. Hey, one other thing I want to ask you about. The other day we did a video on a line. We did the walkthrough on one of the new lines, and I met this guy named Raj. And you had told me that this guy is, you know, kind of pretty famous for building lines with some pretty big companies. And I didn't have a chance to talk to him too much because it was really loud. But how did you get a hold of him, and what is his background?
Okay, actually, like I was saying to you earlier, it's not about building the line. You have to have the expertise in place. All right. So not only Raj, we have 4 of them with us, all right, the key players. But about Raj, he has been in the industry for 30 years, all right. So he has been around Thailand, he has been around Malaysia, building lines, all right. And he started from a guy who does the welding for the metal stuff in the line, to now running, and he's the the brainchild of most of the lines that just built past 10 years in Malaysia. So I met him, and I shared him our vision, and I was not very confident that he will join us because of his high profile, but maybe because of our vision and because of he saw the long term in us, he decided to jump the ship. So that is God bless. And recently in our line in Evasina, when he does the test run, and now we started producing, he does AQL 0.65. That is amazing. Yeah. So
Sure.
mostly it's only acceptable is 1.5, but he does at 0.65. So that's why, like I was saying, it's just a matter of time. I think people around the world will recognize our brand. It's not only because having a nice name, but having a good, super quality gloves. That's what. That's where we are heading to.
It's fantastic. Yep.